Welcome back to Kentucky Sports Television out here at Fairdale High School at the King of the Bluegrass Tournament. Joined by Mark Krebs over here, my bad. Chip Cosby over here. You guys look so much alike.
We do. We're dead ringers, baby.
Now, this is our last show before Christmas. We will have a couple of our favorite shows airing on Monday and Tuesday. So obviously, everybody's in the holiday spirit out here, including John Calipari. He talked earlier this week about some of his family Christmas traditions. Take a listen.
We re-gift. We had 5 families. We bought like 6 gifts. I got the same gift twice one Christmas. I couldn't believe it. It just kept coming back to me. And I gave it away because I didn't want it. It was like, get this away from me. Re-gifting is part of our Christmas spirit. I can remember I bought something special. I think it was for a girlfriend. And my sister grabbed it and gave it to an aunt. I went to my aunt's house and they said, look, you got to give those back. Those are for, I bought those for a friend of mine. Went back, took the gifts back, and gave it to my friend. I had to repackage them because they had already been repackaged twice. But that's a Pittsburgh thing, I believe.
Now, re-gifting is not necessarily a tradition in my family, but my grandmother bought me a magic kit for 4 years in a row. I told her when I was like 10 I wanted a magic kit, so she got it for me. Then every year she kept getting it. Do you have any like a Christmas tradition or a gift that you were given that you're just kind of like, I mean?
Well, you know, I used to get the ugly. Of course, I got the ugly sweaters, but yeah. I think I finally was able to move away from that. I just like sitting back and watching everybody else open presents and eat.
Yeah.
I forget presents. Just get me some food, give me some deviled eggs, some ham, all that good stuff.
Have you heard how good that spread is in there?
I know that's
meatballs,
not helping.
Man.
My mouth is watering. Right
now. Mark, what about you? You have family like holiday traditions or bad gifts? Or?
We play the white elephant game where you get a bunch of stuff around the house or bad gifts, and then you exchange them and play that game. We do that. And my grandmother got she's late in life, and she got me Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs board game. So I was excited. I played a little bit.
You strike me as a Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. You're a Snow White fan, not the dwarves, right?
Yeah. I played Snow White. I was Snow White.
Well, one of my, actually, a gift I thought was really cool when I was a kid, which was really weird, was I went to Champs. They had these silk boxers that were Charlotte Hornets boxers, which was really weird for a kid to want. But it was Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues was cool. And that the Hornets now are in New Orleans, and they might change their name. I don't know if you've seen this to either the Mosquitoes, the Pelicans. Let me get this. The Rougarou.
What is Rougarou?
Rougarou. Mark, you're our New Orleans guy. Do you know what Rougarou is?
I don't.
It's a werewolf, like a Cajun werewolf.
Sounds like a spicy dish.
Yeah, the Swamp Dogs or the Bull Sharks. The bull shark. That sounds like a beer.
Yeah, right? Bull sharks. You got to be careful. You let a slip of the tongue there on TV, you can get you in trouble.
This is bullshit. Okay. You know, right? Oh, what do you think? Any of these names? I mean,
none. Just stick with the Hornets at this point. If those are your options,
here's what I want to know. Now, you got these boxers at Champs, right? Did you skate around the rink in your Charlotte Hornets?
No, like Champs Sports, not Champs.
I thought you were at the skating rink. I was saying, that's quite a sight there.
That would have been the worst Christmas of all time.
Go skate around in your boxers, TJ.
A 12-year-old in silk boxers.
Skating around the rink. That is a very special Christmas.
What kind of family traditions do you run?
Yeah. My dad had a mustache back then. So I don't know that factored into. Anyway, so back on track. The funny thing about these terrible names they might take is because the Hornets might go back to Charlotte, and the Charlotte Bobcats are named over their old owner. His name was Bob, so they named his older team. So, I mean,
do they have a creative team down in New Orleans? I mean, they have a lot of creative people down there, a lot of art. I mean, come on, let's think of something.
If you're going to have a terrible name, you might as well go all out. So I'm voting for what is it, Rougarou?
The Rougarou.
I mean, that's better than Pelicans. I mean,
I don't know what has happened. This is out of control. So, and she's excited. Also, there's a 5th grader who's playing varsity basketball. We saw it on Yahoo Sports. He's a little guy, but he's dominating, apparently, playing varsity basketball in Florida. Says he wants to go to Kentucky. Now, you had a coach, Mark. Age was nothing to him. Nothing but a number.
He'd have a scholarship already.
Age was nothing but a number to him, and he was ready to offer scholarships. Do you think John Calipari is got his eye on this 5th grader getting buckets?
I think you keep an eye on him. I think you keep an eye on him. Joking because he's in 5th grade. It's hard to tell what he's going to turn into. But if he keeps doing well, I mean, it's something. But at this point, who knows? 5th grade, it's too early.
We're talking about the UK players cuffing, right? They have girlfriends, and Deron Lamb. This kid, I mean, they go to distractions, Pokemon distractions, video games. I mean, at some point he's got to start shaving. All this stuff can be a distraction. he's not really a prospect. He's got too much to overcome between now and then, right?
Well, he's got a long haul ahead of him. We'll see. I like to see the guy that tries to keep him on track. I mean, he's already 5th grade getting varsity run. I mean, he's probably already getting, middle school girls are probably already looking him up. So he's going to need somebody to keep him on track. Hey, if you need somebody, young man, I got you covered.
Comes off the court and he's got like 4th graders with the little like folder fortune things and love notes. Before we go, Derek Willis, of course, playing behind us, going to halftime. He's a kid who has gotten bigger. Looks like, I mean, honestly, he's getting close to 7 feet tall. What do you expect from him, Chip? He's fallen in the rankings, didn't play AAU. As a player, haven't seen him play. How do you think he translates at the college level?
I think, he's a big who can shoot. I mean, I think eventually he could be a stretch 4, be a more athletic Kyle Wiltshire.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Derek. I know he had a rough summer. A lot of people are kind of, I don't want to say giving up on him, but I'm looking for a bounce-back year from him this season.
I like him a lot as a player because he's a guy who seems like he's more comfortable on the perimeter, but that doesn't mean he's not. He can bang inside. He's
right.
for being
he's
not a big
guy.
He plays physical. How does he translate, you think, at the next level?
I think he translates well, especially because he has huge feet right now. He's like 7 foot. It's amazing. I think he's athletic. I think he uses his body well. He's skilled. And at being so tall, I mean, he can shoot the ball lights out and can handle the ball. There's nothing really not to like about him. And I feel like when he first gets to Kentucky, he'll be able to put some weight on and some muscle and then just go from there.
Between Derek Willis's feet, the kid skating around in boxer shorts, the 5th grader playing basketball, Chris Hansen's going to come down.
This last segment was disastrous.
We will hope we are back next Wednesday doing another show. Chip, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Mark, thank you for being here as always. Everyone, enjoy your Christmas holiday. We'll be happy to see you back on Wednesday, hopefully after Kentucky has pounded Marshall, getting ready for Louisville. We got a lot of stuff planned next week, previewing the UK U of L game. Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching KSTV, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Will be non-stop from this point on. Once again, there's a 35-point march from the clock will be non-stop from this point on.
Freshman, yeah.
Weighs more than me.
Yeah, get that thing.
He's like improve the handles. But he's a hard. He goes